The internet is a vast and complex network with much more lurking beneath the surface than meets the eye. It connects billions of devices and people across the globe, creating an intricate web of information and communication. This hidden realm, known as the dark web, is shrouded in anonymity and secrecy. It is a part of the internet that is not indexed by traditional search engines, making it difficult to access without specific software. It is a place where criminals can operate with relative impunity, buying and selling illegal goods and services. From counterfeit currency to stolen data, the dark web facilitates a black market that thrives in the shadows. But the dark web has more nuanced origins than one might assume. It wasn't always a haven for illicit activities. Its creation was driven by the need for secure and private communication. The concept of a hidden network, separate from the easily accessible internet, originated within the US government. It was initially developed to protect sensitive communications and ensure privacy for government operations. In the early 2000s, the Naval Research Laboratory developed Tor, the Onion Router, a system designed to protect online communications. Tor was intended to safeguard the identities and locations of users by routing their data through multiple servers. Tor bounced communications around a distributed network of relays, making it difficult to trace the origin or destination of data. This method of encryption and data routing was revolutionary in maintaining user anonymity. This technology, initially intended for intelligence agencies, held the potential for anonymity and freedom of speech. It allowed users to communicate without fear of surveillance or censorship. However, this anonymity also made it an attractive tool for those with something to hide. Criminals and other malicious actors quickly realized the potential of Tor for concealing their activities. The dark web became a haven for illegal activities, from drug trafficking to arms dealing. It provided a platform where transactions could be conducted without the risk of detection by law enforcement. While the original intent was to provide secure communication channels, the unintended consequences quickly became apparent. The same features that protected privacy also enabled a surge in criminal enterprises. Despite its association with criminal activity, the dark web also has legitimate uses. It serves as a critical tool for those who need to communicate securely and anonymously. Journalists and activists, particularly in countries with oppressive regimes, utilize the dark web to communicate securely and protect their identities. It allows them to share information and organize without fear of government retaliation. It offers a platform for whistleblowers to expose corruption and wrongdoing without fear of reprisal. The anonymity provided by the dark web can be a powerful tool for those seeking to bring truth to light. The anonymity that makes the dark web dangerous also provides a lifeline for those whose voices might otherwise be silenced. It ensures that individuals can speak out and share their stories, even in the face of significant risks. As we look to the future, the challenge will be balancing the need for privacy and security with the potential for misuse. The dark web remains a double-edged sword, offering both protection and peril in the digital age. The dark web remained largely unknown to the general public until the rise of Silk Road in 2011. This hidden part of the internet, shrouded in secrecy, became a hotbed for illicit activities. This online black market, accessible only through the Tor network, quickly gained notoriety as a platform for buying and selling illegal drugs. It wasn't just drugs, weapons, counterfeit money, and even hacking services were available. Silk Road operated on the principle of anonymity, with both buyers and sellers using aliases and cryptocurrency to mask their identities. Bitcoin, the digital currency, became the lifeblood of these transactions, ensuring that users could trade without revealing their true identities.
I believed in the power of technology to empower individuals and circumvent government control. The internet was a tool for freedom, a way to break free from the chains of traditional governance. Under the pseudonym Dread Pirate Roberts, I created Silk Road as a libertarian utopia, a place where people could trade freely without interference, a marketplace free from the regulations and restrictions of the traditional economy. It was a bold experiment in radical free market economics.
However, Silk Road's success was short-lived. The very anonymity that protected its users also attracted the attention of law enforcement. The site attracted the attention of law enforcement agencies worldwide, who saw it as a significant threat to public safety and order. They launched a complex investigation to track down its operators, employing advanced cyber forensics and undercover operations. In 2013, the FBI arrested Ulbricht, effectively shutting down Silk Road. The arrest was a major victory for law enforcement. Ulbricht was convicted of multiple charges, including money laundering and conspiracy to traffic narcotics after a highly publicized trial, and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. His downfall was a stark reminder of the risks involved in operating on the dark web. The fall of Silk Road marked a turning point in the fight against dark web crime. It sent a clear message that no one was beyond the reach of the law. It demonstrated that law enforcement agencies were capable of infiltrating and dismantling even the most sophisticated online criminal enterprises. The operation was a testament to their growing expertise in cybercrime. However, it also highlighted the challenges of policing a borderless, anonymous network like the dark web. The battle against digital crime is ongoing, with new threats emerging constantly. The successful takedown of Silk Road emboldened law enforcement agencies, leading to a wave of operations targeting dark web marketplaces. This marked a significant shift in the approach towards cybercrime as authorities began to understand the vast and complex nature of these hidden networks. One of the most significant of these was Operation Onimus, a joint effort between the FBI, Europol, and other international agencies, launched in November 2014. This operation was a testament to the power of international collaboration in the fight against cybercrime. This operation resulted in the seizure of dozens of dark web domains, including several major black markets which had been operating with impunity for years, and the arrest of hundreds of individuals involved in various criminal activities. These arrests were not just limited to low-level operatives, but included key figures who played significant roles in the dark web ecosystem.
Operation Onimus sent shockwaves through the dark web, demonstrating that even the anonymity provided by Tor was not foolproof. This revelation was a wake-up call for many who believed they could operate without consequence. It highlighted the increasing sophistication of law enforcement agencies in tackling cybercrime, showcasing their ability to adapt and innovate in the face of new challenges, and their commitment to bringing those operating on the dark web to justice. The operation was a clear message that no one is beyond the reach of the law. This operation also underscored the global nature of cybercrime, emphasizing that it is a borderless issue requiring a united front, and the importance of international cooperation in combating it. The success of Operation Onimus was a beacon of hope for future efforts.
However, despite these successes, the fight against dark web crime is far from over. The ever-evolving nature of the dark web means that new threats are constantly emerging. The closure of one marketplace often leads to the emergence of new ones, as criminals are quick to adapt and find new ways to exploit the system. As criminals adapt to law enforcement tactics and exploit the anonymity of the dark web, this ongoing battle requires constant vigilance and innovation from law enforcement agencies. The cat-and-mouse game between law enforcement and cybercriminals continues, with both sides constantly evolving their strategies and techniques. This dynamic makes it a challenging and relentless pursuit, with both sides constantly evolving their strategies and techniques. The dark web is a constantly shifting landscape, making it difficult to predict and counteract criminal activities. The dark web is no longer solely a haven for drug trafficking. It has expanded into a marketplace for a wide range of illegal activities. It has become a breeding ground for various illegal activities, including arms dealing, human trafficking, and the distribution of child pornography. These activities pose significant threats to global security and human rights, and the distribution of child pornography. The anonymity provided by the dark web makes it a preferred platform for these heinous crimes. The anonymous nature of the dark web makes it incredibly challenging to track down and prosecute those involved in these heinous crimes. However, law enforcement agencies remain undeterred, continually developing new methods to infiltrate and dismantle these networks. While the technical aspects of the dark web and the cat-and-mouse game between criminals and law enforcement are fascinating, it is crucial to remember the human cost of cybercrime. Behind the anonymity of usernames and cryptocurrency transactions are real victims whose lives have been devastated by the actions of dark web criminals. One of the most prevalent crimes on the dark web is identity theft. Criminals buy and sell stolen personal information, including social security numbers, credit card details, and medical records. This information is then used to open fraudulent accounts, make unauthorized purchases, and even commit medical identity theft.
The consequences for victims can be devastating, leading to financial ruin, damage to their credit scores, and even difficulty accessing healthcare.